only Avril in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have been waiting for this day. This new mother.
Can we first say good morning? How are you?
Good morning, Shaffie. How are
She's
you?
looking okay. She's looking dope. She's looking amazing. I love her video.
Thank you.
Yes, but sija comment na I nearly took back my views on YouTube.
Are you guys currently friends?
No, we've always been friends. We can never stop
So
being
what
friends.
is the situation?
She blocked me.
Because
I've never been blocked. Imagine, I've never been blocked.
you don't know when you're blocked.
I blocked
you.
Niliambiwa.
There's probably quite a few.
I don't see. I normally see her post. I just realized the other day.
So Jana, someone asked me on my Instagram because it's like, oh, I get to hang out with Adele. I'm like, hold up. And Shaffie Weru?
Oh yeah, you didn't tag him. I'm like,
oops.
I'm that friend who's caught in the crossfire, so I'm just commenting. Yeah,
so she just did it. No. I didn't even know she posted that because
Shaffie
had no access. It's an access.
Hormone zangu nani.
Bole Avril ilinchukia dead.
Wait, so what happened? Because now you guys have brought it to the limelight. We have to actually touch out the situation. What happened?
No, I think it's the people who I surround myself with who she doesn't like. People like Kinachim. It's my association of
Is it Avril?
I don't know.
Be.
No, he should be the one to tell me.
Wait, is he blocked? For real?
He's not blocked. Shaffie, you're not blocked.
Listen, from the day you got pregnant until when you gave birth.
Yes.
Now your toy is about to turn 1 year old. All those posts you've been posting, skiza.
So he's not blocked?
I need you to like from that day.
For like 2 years.
For 2 years. No, it's a year now.
Oh my God.
As in 20, listen, 20.
Wait, so what happened? So 20, we make sure it doesn't happen again.
Hormones. Hormones.
Her mimba didn't like me. You know, mimbas choose people to like.
So you guys kosanad?
No. As in her mimba just.
What did you do, Shaffie?
Didn't do nothing.
Shaffie, tell us what you did.
Actually, maybe she thought I did something, but I didn't.
No, but okay, what did she think
I've always had your back.
I know you have. Yes, yes.
So are we friends now?
Okay, first of all, me, I was just jealous that she went and got pregnant by someone else.
But what did you do?
No, this is deeper than radio.
Yes.
No. At least she's a.
I'll jamu with both of you guys and block you too.
But you know what? Welcome
to the show. It's a new year.
There are things that they would never comprehend.
It's a new year. It's a clean slate. Me, I don't believe
swali yangu ya kwanza ni hivi. Umepata mbochi mpoa.
Kabisa.
You know, let me tell you, when you have a baby, the one thing that you need by your side is a dope mbochi. You know, a mbochi you can.
It's hard to.
Yeah, to find a mbochi is very hard. And you know, someone who you can trust with your baby, someone who, you know, your baby will love.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's true.
But
they actually bonded the first day. The first day that she came through. Because I had a lot of help from my mom for the first 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Then she left and I was like, I can do this, yeah. But I was like, you know, I can do this. Yeah. I've been a nanny to like twins and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah. Wow, but
it's hard work.
But reality dawned on me that I have to go back to work. Yeah. So I was taking care of my baby by day, primarily by myself. Because I guess I used to have someone who come in and clean, blah blah, and help me out once in a while. But she would go.
Yeah.
She'd come and go, and then after some time, this lady, oh my God. Then namwambia very well, but then na shoot Meru, lakini nakuja jioni, so akinyambura, I'm so sorry, sitaweza kukuja mimi na mtoto wangu twende mpaka Meru.
Yeah.
But then when I shot in love, he was by my side.
Yeah.
The entire time. But now after change, at around 6 months, I managed to get someone who's amazing, and
having
Yani
the one thing that anybody needs when you're a first-time mother or parent is, you know, backup.
I think
even someone who just has your back.
Yeah, even a second-time mom, even third-time mom.
Anytime
that's
the babies.
That's their life.
Yes.
It's not like you've left your handbag or your
exactly.
This is a life, right?
Yeah.
And that's a luxury that we can only afford in the 254. Let me tell you, like
that
in
is
Africa,
so true.
the guys out there.
It's too expensive.
You can't. How?
Yeah. I really want to know as well in terms of the industry, because I know people like Tiwa Savage have talked about this and different female entertainers who are mothers about how the stereotypes that come with that, or it changes even in terms of like your interviews. So many questions change, or you know, the reaction to you from different players in the industry,
even the promoters who want to call you for shows.
What are some of those stereotypes, and have you experienced them? Because we hear about them, but have you gone through them?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. I've noticed quite a shift, by the way. Even in how they talk to me now. Because there's that, but she's a mom now, as in, measure those words. You have to be very careful about how you talk to her. I don't know if they think that you become a psycho because you're like, slap,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the conversation shifts, especially when it comes from the men. But with the women, there's a lot more respect. That's what I've noticed. The women look at you and they're like, now we can relate.
Yeah.
Now we can, especially when it's a parent. If it's a mom and who's a mom, or that lady who's a mom, they'll look at you differently. And I've noticed that kind of shift. So for me, I feel like it's a good kind of shift because people are taking you a little bit more seriously now as compared to, or rather, people are taking me a little bit more seriously as compared to when I was just a kagal. I think we're gonna figure, this one. So we give her money. What is she even going to do with it? You know, she's just going to go and waste it. But now here there's responsibility, so to speak. Yes. It has changed, but
even for the promoters, I'm sure now
good.
when they look at you, they can't start calling you for those gigs they used to call you for. Come to Chukwe, you know.
That's
they're like,
the thing.
easy by maziwa, easy by diapers.
Yeah.
And Kenyans are like that,
Even excuse that too.
Now you can use that,
Which is just so strange because you would think, because when you get on stage, you're not Avril the mom or Avril the single mom.
Yeah.
You're
the musician.
Avril or Avril the single girl rather, who doesn't have a child. You're Avril the entertainer who is bringing them an audience, right? So the money shouldn't be pegged to whether you have a child or not.
It's an African thing. It's an African thing. It happens.
It's sad that would be the case. So we have so many questions. There's a lot to catch up because Avril does this thing where she goes undercover for months. And all she does is, okay, those who are not blocked, all she does is post on Instagram. At least some of us can still access.
Let me just set this record straight. Let me set this record straight. She's the only celebrity, female celebrity I used to follow.
Yeah.
So when I don't see her on my timeline.
No, you still do. When you're blocked, it's not that you've unfollowed.
Yeah, no, me, I'm still there. Yeah, as in I can see, but I can't see any of her any of her posts for 1 year. And how many months? 1 year, 3 months.
At 8:30, and you're with the Delon Nyango and Shaffie Weru, and we have Avril live in studio with us this morning. We're catching up with her because, as I said, she does this thing where she goes ding undercover and then she pops up right back.
Celebrity man.
And then she goes right
coming
back down.
For air.
Yeah. It's really good because I think that helps you just protect yourself.
Well, there's a question here that I need her to answer me because this particular thing that I need to understand from you what happened to it at Samata. Can you see Samata the Bandit, Adele?
Smarter.
Yeah, can you see it? Samata the Bandit. Yeah.
Why are you no longer part of Talanta Mtani? Much love from Dago.
Why am I not part of Talanta?
Nasema ukweli.
Yeah, this is why you are blocked. Proceeds.
Season 2 Elisha. Yeah, so now they're
They
on.
couldn't afford it for season 3.
They are now on season 3 and they have different judges for different seasons. So I was part of season 2. Yeah. Okay. And then season 3 came and I was a bit too busy and
too heavy.
And you also but I was actually heavy on Talanta season 2. People just didn't notice it.
We just didn't know. She just hid it in front of us.
I was seated. So yes. In fact, one of the reasons why I was so comfortable doing Talanta at that time is because I wasn't moving around as much, but I still was out of the house. Yeah, to just, so I don't go mad. Because but I'm not a person for staying in the house 24/7. I have to chomoka from the house once in a while. Yeah, so I was very heavy. In fact, when we were shooting in around February, I was like 2 months. Almost, I was 2 months.
And so there's another question that I had, and I asked you it off mic, but I know many other people as I was doing my research. And I was like, last we checked in terms of labels, you were signed on to Kaka Empire.
For a management contract.
A management.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
So is that still on the table? And if not, what happened? What's the situation now?
No, I'm no longer with Kaka Empire.
Okay.
A lot of people, in fact, a lot of clients call Kaka Empire and Dennis tells them, no, Avril is no longer with us. Yes. The reason why I did that was I just felt like I needed. I always feel like I need a different chapter in my life after some time. So after the 2-3 years I was with them, I just felt like I needed to do something else. So right now I have my own team, and I'm part of Link Sasa Universal, which is something that we're trying to do with a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
And so yes, I'm no longer with Kaka Empire.
So that
explains why I'm not in this chapter of her life.
Wait. So Links, tell me about this that
Links
you're doing with
Universal.
your friend. Is it like a label, or is it a management?
We're growing it to become a label, but for now, it's a publishing company. So doing a lot of distribution of music, also getting a lot of songwriters, because again, a lot of people who are part of the process of creating a song are really ignored.
Yeah, true.
We ignore a lot of songwriters, and we have fantastic songwriters in Kenya. We just need to tap into them.
Yeah.
We have fantastic producers in Kenya. We need to tap into them. We have a lot of video directors. We need to tap into them. So Link Sasa is just giving us an opportunity to actually discover these people. And some of the artists who, some of the projects that Link Sasa has done are my projects, which is In Love and now Kitoko.
Yeah.
Masterpiece, who happens to be a gospel artist. Wahu's recent song was actually done by Link Sasa. And so those are some of the
so that's in terms of,
and Tommy Flavor from Tanzania.
In terms of distribution.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And publishing and making sure everybody gets paid.
Yes.
From the performer to the writer to the producer.
Yes, the authors,
that's
the
really
composers
dope.
And everything. So it's being fashioned into a label, but pole too.
Yeah. So you were still then an independent artist.
Yes,
Which do you like better, being signed? Because you have been signed like
yes, like Ogopa
time. Days.
Yeah.
Then there was Kaka Empire, which was a management deal, which then meant that you couldn't really make all decisions. You had to like talk to them.
No, really. It depended on where in my journey I was. So if someone came to me and they're like, "Yo, we need to do this," I would definitely sit down and go like, okay, so this is the direction that these people want me to go with, but this is what I feel like my brand needs the most. So I was still an independent artist and still fashioning my journey, but there was a management group to help me get there.
Okay.
Yes.
To execute your decision.
Exactly.
Yeah. So which do you like better? Being signed, or which do you feel is more effective? Being signed to a label or being an independent artist?
Being signed is awesome.
Because of chooms.
Because not even chooms, even the workload. Yeah. Because you're like, you just get called into the studio. But there's this song in come record.
Because you're the artist. You're an artist.
You're a performing artist. But here comes a situation where Africa, actually the world in general, is content. It's content driven right now. People are just consuming content. So that decision making process in labels, it needs to be a little bit faster. And unfortunately, I feel like as Kenya, we're playing catch up to a lot of these, these structures that we have in the music industry. So for you to be an independent makes life a little bit easier because you're decision maker. Yeah. So when you feel like trends are moving this way, quickly, you have no one to talk to, no one to ask. You feel like reggae is what I feel like recording today. You rush to the studio, record reggae. Tomorrow it's out there. You're shooting a video and blah blah blah. So yes, when it comes to decision making, so much easier when you're an independent artist. But when you're in a label, it means that you have to follow the direction that they are set for you. And that was what was with Ogopa, because Maria was there, Mustafa was there, Kenzo was there, Trapi was there, and each one had a role to play in the kind of artist that they wanted to produce. Which I totally loved, because it gave me it played it as part of my journey. It played its role completely. It helped me be more aware of who I wanted to become. I didn't even know I wanted to be an artist, but to tell you the truth, when Ogopa signed
back
me,
then
I was like, yeah, I'm in Campo. Let's do this.
Whatever goes.
If at any one point in time in my future I'll regret that, I was given an opportunity to become an artist and I didn't take it, I did not want to be in that space. I hate regrets. So it played its role, and it's something that taught me that you actually would love to be an artist. Come on, let's take it a little bit more seriously. And it became a business.
Okay, so there's pros and cons to either or. At the end of the day.
No, I think when you're young, it's easier to be under a label, signed, because they can mold you and direct you in a certain direction. But when you're matured, when people know you, it's easier to be independent because you keep all the money to yourself.
I told you, choose.
Not really, but not really. It's tougher. It's tougher as an independent artist because you have so much more people to pay. In fact, the money that comes down trickles down to you It is way less. Because now here's a situation where you have negotiated something with, like now Lisa, she handles my PR and also management. Okay. So I have to pay her.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's money that comes from that cash that I'm being paid, right?
She's not under the label.
No.
Earning her own
she's not,
so if you don't do any gigs, there's no tune.
Exactly.
But
so
when you're under a label, at least there's money coming in either way.
There are even some labels that will give you like a monthly
stipend.
Yeah, stipend. And they tell you, you know what? Even if nothing happens, at least you know that you're sorted for
Every
this and
month.
this and this and this. But when you're independent, it's hassle.
Not local labels, though.
There are local ones.
There are local labels that do that.
Mankind get their
yes,
rent is
from
paid.
Pine
Yeah,
Creek.
Exactly.
Pine Creek, yes.
Yeah, because they want you to be as comfortable as possible so that your creative process is not interfered with. So for you, it's to get to the studio, record. They want to make you comfortable so you can churn out music.
Kitoko, Avril, and El Rice.
Beautiful.
And El Rice is from?
El Rice is from Congo. The song was produced by Saint P. We had Sedo come in to help us a bit
with the
mastering and mixing. Shot by Jay Blessing. Yeah, it was all this effort that just came from all these amazing producers and directors. Actually wrote the song with Jay, El Rice, and Saint. We were all there in the studio. We went to a line moja, we went to a line. Jay Blessing speaks a bit of Lingala and
I was
French.
going to ask,
yes.
Was there like a language barrier between you and El Rice?
Yes. El Rice speaks French, Congolese, which is Lingala basically.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of English and a little bit of Swahili.
And you know, English is there, a
Now
little bit of French.
English, Swahili, and a little bit of French.
Yeah.
So I could hear some other. Je suis. What was the rest?
Google Translate.
Man. But I think that's the power of music. Like, even though you're from different backgrounds, different cultures, you can still, you can still come together and make such a beautiful song. And so, how has the reception been? Because I watched the music video and I was just like, oh, it's so cute. Yeah.
I was happy seeing you dancing again, man.
Really?
Yes. Now you see, I've watched the video.
You have actually.
Shot at Westgate, right?
Yes. We shot it at Westgate at the pop-up market. They were very generous to give us the entire mall to do everything that we wanted. So we went to the cinema space. We went to Najosawa Satakozla cinema. Mustulio utilized the whole mall. You will not do anything better than this, I assure you. Went to the kids club, the Blue Balls. Right?
Yes, the kids club.
Yeah, that was
amazing.
the kids club. It was very creatively shot, by the way, because when you go to a space and then you see something, you wouldn't think that something like what we did would actually come out of it. Because a lot of people were asking, where was this?
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, Nairobi, baby.
I knew because I love the pop-up market. But anyway, listen, guys, I know there's so much love coming in for the song. I can see Crispin Lukiti saying, yo, the flow, that Lingala beat that comes in, it's just a major jam. There's Nikki Robert who's just like, yo, locked in from Nanyuki kwa Ofisi, and I'm loving that new jam. McDunn says, I love how Avril just keeps surprising us all the time. Like,
and it's not Lingala. McDunn.
Yeah.
It's Lingala.